Hey everyone, welcome to episode 2 of our Laverton desert trip we did back in April and where we headed down to Munglanup. This morning we left Lake Racing campsite and headed towards the other end of the lake, which was about a 50-kilometre drive. Some of the track got a little bit bumpy. Some of it got a bit muddy. And our beautiful landscape changed quite a lot. Here we have arrived at the other end of Lake Racing and we stopped here for morning tea. Here we are having lunch on an old abandoned airstrip we found along the way, and which is not far from Tropicana mine. Here we are entering Plumridge Lake Nature Reserve, which is actually situated in the Great Victoria Desert. We tried looking for another old abandoned airstrip for our next campsite, but we couldn't find it. So we just found some clearings on either side of the track and camped there. Check out these old road signs. The following few videos shows how our landscape changes quite a lot. Here we are checking out Plumridge Lakes. As you can see, it is very dry and we could drive across it so we could get to and check out the other side. On the other side of the lake we came across these huge rabbit warrens, so we had to actually be careful where we walked so we wouldn't fall down them. But unfortunately someone wasn't looking where they were going and fell down one. When we got to our next camp spot, we got taught how to take a tyre off a rim. Somewhere along the way we just found this random tyre which was actually suitable to go in our vehicle.
No, that's outside.
If you remember in the last episode when Richard didn't pay attention when we got to Lake Racing, we had to use our spare tyre, our only spare tyre. So this was so we could just have a spare just in case. Once we got the damaged tyre off the rim, we then had to put the tyre that we found onto the rim. We now have the tyre on the rim, so now it's time to pump it up. Once that was all done, it was time to have dinner and chill out by the fire. Now we are back on the road again. Somewhere along the way we actually veered onto Connie Sue Highway, which we have done before. And here we are turning onto Transline Road, which is at Kitchener Siding, where there are two old beat up cars. Richard and I left everyone to go into Kalgoorlie to get a proper new spare tyre before we met everyone at our next camp spot, here on the corner of Goldfields Highway and Coolgardie Esperance Highway. And it is another awesome camp spot. Cooking dinner over the campfire. Driving past Lake Gilmore. And here we are at Munglenup Beach. Staying at Munglenup Beach Caravan Park. It's not a 5-star caravan park, but it's still pretty nice. They have some great facilities with dining table and chairs under cover, and with a pretty cool campers kitchen. Finally got to cook dinner on a barbecue. Just love my barbecues.
Refueling in 1 month. Back into production. Because the beer was safer than water. Yeah, I understand that. And yeah. every time we stop, there's always a big...
We stayed a couple of nights here in Munglanup, and whilst we were here we did some four-wheel driving and some beach driving. The first night and the first day that we were here, the rain kind of settled in, and it rained quite hard that a couple of the campers actually got flooded out, so they actually decided to leave a day earlier. Here we are heading down to Pincer Point Beach. Just check out that stormy sky. And just how windy it is. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out our last episode, and also check out our blog page. I'll put a link in the description below.